Yeah. So you talked about the need that you found out there. I mean, dive a little bit deeper in that. Like, it sounds like there's a great need for help and it's
Yeah.
only growing. Is that right?
Well, if you look at, the TV 800 numbers, I mean, they're just barraging people with messages, and it's fear, greed, whatever. We're
Mm-hmm.
just giving the common sense approach, and that's what people appreciate as a result of just kind of having plain, conversations with folks like you would have over the kitchen table. It just gives them peace of mind that we're here, we're accountable to, we're not going away. So I think with then within people just think Medicare, well, you turn 65. Well, if you're disabled, you could have Medicare before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're going to delay Medicare because you have creditable coverage later. So it isn't just a one size fits all. And that challenges me. That gives me a satisfaction to evolve and grow my business. And for me, it's working with kind of lower income people because they're just not, a lot of them don't have advisors
Right.
knocking at their door.
They don't have somebody in their corner.
Right.
And you guys are in their corner.
Yeah, and if you're turning 65, you only do it once,
Mm-hmm.
and you have no experience with how all this stuff works. And so you start getting this barrage of letters. You start getting people around the coffee table giving you all this advice. You got to do this, that, the other thing. You get watch TV, and you get commercials, a lot of commercials about contact us, and they really have just all this information. And sadly, a lot of it's not good information. So they just you just kind of get this knot in their stomach. So a lot of the people that I talk to, they say, Kerry, I've stayed awake at nights just worrying about how this works out. And I'm very grateful in the fact when they leave, they just turn and said, I can't believe it was such a comfortable signing up. You just made this. So they're very grateful. And for me, it's kind of fun in the fact that we do a lot of this. This is the only thing we do.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of this, and we do it well, and we just make it hopefully as painless and seamless as possible. And our clients really like it.
Right. So Danny, we've talked about your single quiver in the hat being Medicare. Let's dive a little bit deeper and educate our listeners on, what does that really mean? Like, what are you providing for them? What are the options? What are the specifics?
Yeah, we can go back to when Medicare began, and what it covered, and it was enough, right? Back in the 50s, 60s, it was enough. Medicare was enough to cover your benefits as a senior citizen. The life expectancy was, when you're 65, was about 6 or 7 years, so you're going to live till you're 71. Well, we all know people who have family members who are in their hundreds, right, or approaching 100. So it has changed dramatically. And so when you realize, when you enroll in Medicare, there's a gap, right? Medicare covers a substantial amount of your needs, but there's a gap, or people refer to it as supplementing Medicare. And those are the decisions that Carrie and I help out people with every day in what's right for them. And we joke a lot about good people with who love you, care about you, they have good intentions, but the outcomes are bad because it's your journey. Each of us is different. So there's a lot of complexity in just Medicare, and then the supplemental coverages that are appropriate for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, it's always interesting. We get analytical people who said take a deep dive, and they dive in, and they're going to understand how this all works, which is awesome. Hey, that's a good thing, right? But there's, like, between South Dakota and Minnesota, the supplemental, it's night and day. There's totally different.
Okay.
Between one county and another county in South Dakota, it's totally different. So there's so many things where people are like, I studied it, yeah, I know it's this. And then I'm saying to myself, it's not that at all. But